Well, welcome folks. Today we've got to bring in some professional help. I'm Todd with Carefree Boat Club, and this is Cody with Birds Underwater Dive Center. And he's going to go over some important information about scalloping and some of the gear that you need, from dive flags to masks, fins, snorkels, and a bunch of other good stuff. So Cody, take it away.
Hi guys, I'll take 5 minutes real quick and talk to you about some gear selections we have here. My first mask right here is a Scuba Pro Gorilla mask. It's my personal favorite because it fits me with my mustache. I can't sacrifice the beard, so I gotta wear a mask that fits. Ideally, we want a mask that fits perfect to us. How we're gonna tell? We're gonna get our hair out of the way. Go ahead and put it up to our face. Mask strap up, just like this. Slightly inhale through your nose, and you should see it stick to your face. This one here has a black skirt. I prefer a black skirt when I'm out here scalloping versus a clear skirt here because I get a lot less glare. As the sun's coming through, kind of blocks it so I can see my scallops. So this is my personal favorite, but I have a few others here that we'd like to talk about as well. This here is the Crystal View. It does have a clear skirt, as I mentioned, but a lot of people like it because it's wide view. You can see a lot around you. Also has a nose purge down here, so it clears easier. So if you're not real comfortable with snorkeling along, it may be the mask for you. Next option I have here is the Zoom. It's Scuba Pro's newest mask. It's real nice because you can pop this plastic piece out and replace these two lenses. It can go from -6 to +3. So if you have corrective lenses, this may be the mask that you want to check out. On certain days, I like to rock my pink mask. It does have a darker skirt, so you don't have that glare. It's got a nice fancy masking, matching snorkel here. So a lot of people like this. Another cool feature on this mask is that it's got a strap that you can push this right here. This mask strap pops out. And I've got a real fancy mask strap right here that goes in place. It's just like a ski mask, so it doesn't pull your hair. Find it real comfortable. They just clip in and out, so that's a new feature that Scuba Pro is pretty proud of. So as far as snorkels go, we've got our traditional J snorkel. Nothing stops water from going in the top. It's a little bit harder to clear, so some people with experience choose this snorkel. But if you don't have a whole lot of experience out there, you may want to choose something different. This next one I have, this is the one I'm diving currently. It has a splash guard on top, that way the water's not coming in the snorkel. And it's got a little purge here, so it does clear it quite a bit easier than the J snorkel. Last but not least, we have our dry top snorkel. This one here has got a nice little float valve on the top, so when we dive down, it closes this off so we don't get water in our snorkel. So you have minimal water in this snorkel, and it clears easy because it has a nice purge here on the bottom. So these are your traditional style masks and snorkels. I've got all of these in stock here at Birds Underwater, but a lot of people have been going away from those and going to these full face masks. There's many different qualities out there. We sell Ocean Reef, which, my personal opinion, they're the best. They make $2,000 Scuba Pro or scuba masks, so they build the best in the industry. I know there's been some reviews out there of certain full face masks that are having issues with getting the CO2 out, and then you're passing out, which is no good when you're snorkeling. So these have had no problems whatsoever. They're a little bit more than the ones you see online, but they're tested, they're a quality mask. So these are real simple, you don't need any defog. You just simply over the head, tighten the straps up, and breathe normally. This snorkel sticks up above the water, and you can just kind of snorkel along and dive down. The only thing with these are you have to be able to equalize your ears if you're diving deep, so you kind of have to be able to comfortably wiggle and clear your ears since you can't pinch your nose. So some people have a little bit of trouble with that, but I found these to be one of our best sellers.
This is actually what we've got my 5-year-old in, is one of these, and they work fantastic. So it's a great choice, especially for experienced snorkelers who don't want to have the hassles, and for inexperienced snorkelers who maybe could run into some problems under there.
And we do have all sizes. I've got from extra small all the way up to large, extra large. So they do make these in a children's size mask. Children seem to love them out there. I've been selling a lot of them to younger kids. Most importantly, while we're out there diving, scalloping, we're going to need a dive flag. So I've got dive flags for sale here in the shop. I've also got the rules. This will be the current list. It's on display here at the shop. That way you know exactly how to display your flag and how everyone else should be respecting your flag, how far they should stay away, also how far away you should be from someone before taking off. Another thing we're going to talk about is our bags. So we've got some nice handy dandy scallop bags. I like bright colors, that way if I drop it I can find it. Nice little option here for us. We have a few different types of defog right here. The traditional spray style, a lot of people love this style, but I also have the gel. Some people like the gel. Either way, got them both. And we have a knife here. We're going to be putting out a video on how to clean your scallops in the near future, so we'll show you how to use this if you don't know how, but I've got them in stock here ready to go for you. Other than that, we're going to need some fins while we're out there. We've got a few styles over here that we're going to talk about real quick. So you've got your traditional full foot fin. This fin here, we don't wear a booty, it's just our bare foot. Downfall of these, they tend to wear a little blister right here on your heel. So I combat that with these water socks. They're a neoprene based sock. I wear them first underneath my wetsuit or just without a wetsuit. That way it keeps me from getting some blisters out there. They're real comfortable. Nice cheap option for you out there. Other people like to go with an open heel style. This style we're going to wear with a booty, such as this Scuba Pro 5mm. These are nice because you've got some sole protection out there. Don't have to worry about getting any cuts on the bottom of your feet. You know, a little bit warmer in the summertime, but they just simply take your boot, slide it in here, and tighten up. I've got a few different options when it comes to open heel. Not so many options with the closed heel, but we've still got quite a few options in here for you. Other than that,
now, what do you feel? How do you feel about rash guards? I'm one who, as I go out there, especially if you have sensitive skin, I think it's a great idea to wear a rash guard. You'll also find that there's some jellyfish out there from time to time,
yes.
and I've been out there before. I personally, so I'm a Scuba Pro fan. I wear the fin he just showed you along with that same boot, and I wear my 1/2 mil Scuba Pro skin out there pretty much all the time, because you never know when you're going to run into it. But do you carry some of that as well?
Brings up a great point. Scuba Pro's just released their new UPF line, so it's tested under conditions like we would wear them out there, where they're stretched out, full sunlight, and they're showing off the record numbers out there on protection wise. So it keeps you protected from the sun, but also from the environment that you're diving in. There's a lot of jellyfish on certain years. It kind of helps protect that skin. Plus anything that's in the grass tends to itch you. So I always wear a rash guard out there, keep the sun off my back, keep anything off from stinging me, and we'll carry most of those in stock this summer.
Well, fantastic. Cody, it's been great. You've really helped us a lot. So I think that if you guys are looking for it, we're right here at 300 Northwest 19 in Crystal River, and come on down. They've got tons of gear here. They can get you set up and get you set up right. You know, one of the things that we get really concerned about is if you get out there and your mask doesn't fit, you know, you went to somewhere and just bought one off the rack and you didn't get it checked properly, you're gonna have a miserable day out there. And you know, wasting a day out on the water isn't any fun. So come in here, get it done right, get the right gear, and come see those folks at Birds Underwater Dive Center. They'll get you set up. And just as a side note, if you're looking to diving, these guys have a fantastic dive setup. Lots of great gear there as well. So I don't think you can go wrong. And like you said, we're gonna have a scallop class coming up, and we're also gonna have a scallop cleaning video coming up. So stay tuned.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks. Check below for any links for all of these products.